house with an escape room set of puzzles inside of it. And it took a lot longer than I expected, but I'm so happy with how it turned out. So you can kind of see it. I'll go through the puzzles afterwards in detail. But there's 4 different doors. There's a tiny little door up here, little door here, some windows, and then another door here that has a set of puzzles. And then lastly, we have a door to the roof. This is the first room, and they have to solve a puzzle with a whole series of letters first to get into it. And it's actually going to be sealed with a gold tape, like a magical fairy ward that you can't break into until you know the name of the fairy to get into this house. And once you get in, you get a tiny little scroll. And there's a picture that you get to push against and smush a fairy. And what you can't see actually, because I've already glued it in, is behind this picture is actually a light switch to turn all the lights into the house. And this scroll is actually a set of puzzles. This one is actually, I think, my favorite room in the whole house because it's the biggest room. And I did learn that when making puzzle games with miniatures, you have to make the openings really big. So when I make a new one of this, I'm actually going to make it bigger. So we'll open this and see what we can see inside. Here we go. This is inside the top house, and we have a little bookshelf with some books. This one actually comes open, and it's part of a puzzle. And here, it's kind of hard to see, but I have some, let's see if I can show it. Everything's so small in here. I'm actually giving my player tweezers so he can play because everything's so hard. But we have some gnome postcards, and these go into one of the puzzles as well. So we have some fun little gnomes here. And my favorite part is there's a tiny little doorstop, and if I remove the doorstop, you probably won't be able to see me do this because it's so small. But if I remove the doorstop, the bookshelf actually opens up to show a hidden compartment, which is my favorite part of all. When you find another fairy name, you get into this door. And inside of here are a ton of goodies. First, there's this fun little mushroom, but the cool thing about it is I made it that it pops open and there's something hidden inside of here. Then there's a wrapped up package, and then there's a little package down here and a little mug and a painting, a heart painting all in the back, but I'm not going to take it out because it's all ready to ship. And lastly, we have our artist gallery. So it's a puzzle to solve the name of the artist. So all the puzzles are to solve the fairy names, but once you get in, you can see little art gallery, the lights on inside, there's a picture frame for painting, there's a little sign on the door for a puzzle, and it's really nice and simple and sparse in here compared to all the other rooms. And when they're done playing, they're going to know all the fairies they've squished, which are 4, and in addition to that, each fairy has been planning some crazy fairy deed, so the player has to figure that out as well. So we managed to put a lot into these miniatures for about an hour-long game. Oh, I actually forgot one thing about this room. I wanted to add a lot of things that felt like an escape room, so I added a little piece of carpet that lifts up right here to show another clue. So this one has another escape room aspect. I hope you enjoyed looking into my puzzle miniature house, and I think I'll make one more of these and then maybe set on a series of a couple of them because we're making an escape room B&B in Quebec, and after making this, it made me think that I want to make a series of little houses that can go on the table at the coffee shop, that people can play and have a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and then find the mysteries of the house. It'd be like a 30 to 45 minute game. So I hope you had fun watching. Thanks!